financial order. Strategy for financial order. One thing we have established all through our Sunday teaching series is that for wherever there is order, there is a strategy that bettered that order. Wherever anything is working and wherever you see any form of meaningful results, then a strategy bettered that results. There is no area of our life that should be devoid of a strategy, and ensure that your strategies are progressive. That is to say, you can't be doing the same thing and expect a different results. So as you move, you evaluate, and as you reevaluate, you strategize to see a result. So when it comes to the area of our finance, there is a strategy for it. And there's a strategy that will make your name and make your voice continually sing praise unto God. So having established this, take note of the following. Number one, God is the one that gives you power to get wealth. Wherever wealth is playing out, there is a spirit component making that wealth to play out. Wealth does not come to you because it lights your faith. Wealth answers to a spirit. And thanks be to God who has made us children of God. And we have the Father of all spirits as our Father. So it is Him that giveth us the power to gain any form of wealth. In this context, financial wealth. 8 verse 18 of Deuteronomy. Say, and you shall remember the Lord your God, for it is He that giveth thee power to get wealth. So to the degree at which you acknowledge Him as the source of your finances, to that degree He empowers you. To the degree you acknowledge Him, to the degree you reverence Him as regards their finances, to that degree He empowers you. God is the source of the ability to get wealth. Your wisdom cannot create wealth. If your wisdom can create wealth, every man's wisdom will have made him a wealthy man. But God is the source. God is the source of that ability, that creative ability that empowers you for wealth. So financial increase comes from the empowerment. So if God must increase you financially, then God has to empower you. Number 2, financial order begins with faithfulness. See thou a man diligent. So it takes faithfulness to be diligent. Say, and he that is faithful in little, Luke 16 and in verse 10, he that is faithful in little shall be committed unto him more. So how faithful have you been in the little God has brought your way? That's your little business. How faithful have you been in that business? In that little source of income you have on a daily basis, on a monthly basis, how faithful have you been stewarding that finance? The little that you have, how faithful have you been? A man that does not know how to manage $1 cannot manage $100,000. It is not the size of the money, but the capacity to manage the money. That is why there are certain prayers God will never answer in our lives. Why? Because God responds to the capacity we have built. So the capacity in which God will deploy finance in your way is the capacity of faithfulness He has given to you. Because when He gives you, some people that when He give them money, their life is finished. That is when they, let me not go there. So handling small responsibilities faithfully positions you for a greater financial breakthrough. Small what? Responsibilities. That's your business. That's your work. Those things that God has ensured as a channel through which every day you can afford water to drink. How faithful have you been in it? Number 3 thing we take to this morning. Giving establish divine order in our finances. Not only is a closed mouth a closed destiny, a closed hand, a closed hand, a closed hand is a hand that is locked forever. And when your hand is locked, you can't receive. It takes giving hand to have a receiving hand. It takes a giving heart to have a receiving heart. It takes a giving mind to have a receiving mind. Proverbs 3:9-10. Say, honor the Lord your God with thy substances. If you can't pay tithes of 1 cent, you can't pay tithes of $1 million. I have deleted £1 billion. Honor God with your substances. Faithful giving invites God's blessing. That word faithful simply means it's a constant act. It's not something you do today and tomorrow you forget about it. Say, be ye, don't be weary in well doing, for in due season you shall reap if you faint not. You don't know that season, so keep doing, keep sowing, keep giving until you see results. And it ensures supernatural financial alignment. How do you give? You give your offering. How do you give? You give your tithe. How do you give? You give to your parents. How do you give? You give to the needy. How do you give? You give to the kingdom advancement. No matter how small it is, let something lead your hands to your parents. No matter what, how small it is. Say, neighbor, as we are ending this year, don't continue next year with the same offering money you are giving this year. God said, so if all you don't have to give me the same offering you have given since you were born, no problem. I will maintain you where you are. I'm telling you where. Number 3, 14. Take me this morning. Planning ensures multiplication. If you don't know how to plan your finance cannot multiply. It cannot what? A poor man is a poor man, not because he don't have money in his pocket, because he has his backdrop of a mind that knows how to plan what he has. So poverty is of the mind, not of the pocket. Other words, there are people that earn more than what you earn, but they don't have what you have. What's the difference? You plan it well. You plan what? Proverbs 21 and verse 5. He said, the thought of the diligent tendeth unto plentifulness. The thoughts, Proverbs 21 verse 5. The thought of the diligent. If you are diligent, your thoughts will be fruitful. With what? Fruitful. But everyone that is hasty, hasty, we only want. You want to get rich overnight. Quick money. So careful planning and wise decision brings increase to our finances. Careful planning. When I used to teach, I had a colleague who got job with NCE, and he now got what we call was an empower. They got an empower work for an evening school. So in the morning he goes here to teach. In the evening he goes for the evening empower work. With these two salaries, salary was 15,000 naira at that time. No, 30,000 naira that time. Because mine was 17. I was like more than my 4,000 naira as a graduate. It is not my country. So with the 30,000 naira and Empower money of 30,000 naira, he enrolled for a degree program. With that same money, he got married and opened one small business for his wife. He did not change it. Buying clothes was not the agenda. Looking good was not what the agenda. He planned that money carefully until Empower season finished for him. He finished his degree, which is went to direct entry. That's 2 years. For 2 years, he get degree, he get marriage. Careful. There is no money too small. It's how the way decide on the usage that determine if the money is small. OT is working in the states. Their state that receive more than him. They have launched their electric bus in their state, and their state that receives more money than them. They don't have electric bus. So it's not by what you get, it's by how you decide on how to use what you. So careful planning and wise decision prevent wastage. Lastly, avoiding waste is a kingdom strategy. Avoiding what? Waste. So as you get into the new year, plan yourself very well. What should I give myself to? What are the areas I should major in? And where are the areas I have to minor in? John 6 verse 12. And he said unto them, gather the remaining. Gather. So even God pays attention to details. He shared food and food was still remaining. He didn't say he is the provider. No problem. He has to gather. So even in miracles, Jesus demonstrated the wisdom of resourceful control. Avoid waste. If those things are not necessary, they can wait. You can what? If your neighbor will say, you shouldn't be praying for the school fees of your children. You know your income. You know what you should be able to pay without praying. Without what? That your colleague is children are in a school where they pay $1 million. Does not mean that you also work in that office you think should do that. You don't know what is backing him and how he gets the extra money. Like that one that his annual income is $48,000, but his student's school fees is $5 million. Take note of this as financial order comes through God's empowerment, discipline, faithful stewardship, planning, and avoiding waste. These strategies opens doors for supernatural multiplication. Financial order comes through what? God's empowerment, discipline, faithful stewardship, planning, and avoiding waste. Avoiding what? These strategies opens door for what? For natural multiplication. So our action point, which is the last for this year, create a simple financial plan for 2026, which will include giving, saving, spending, investment, and commit to it. Assuming I earn $1,000 a month, I should tell myself by the end of 2026, I should be able to save $1,000. I earn $1,000. $100 out of it already is already my tithes. $100 is already my savings. So what is our food budget for the month? How much food can we spend in a week? multiply it by 4 weeks, you take it out. I have a father, I have a mother. Okay, I give them, let's say, $20. How much is left? Who's helping my question? Okay. I don't know, sorry, I don't know that. I'm not in Nigeria. How much is left now? Remind me. People are forgetting me here. What do I call in dollars? I should call pounds. I'm not in Lisa now. I'm reading Lisa right now. I don't know that in dollars. If I call pounds now, you won't understand again. But nevertheless, ensure you save at least 10% of your income every month. Compulsorily. Reduce the call you make a month. Reduce your data. Reduce where you go to. Stay at home, read your book. Spend time with your family. Because when you go out, you must drink water. You must drink Coke. When you can take the money you spend on Coke every day, it can buy 1 bag of cement. Then if there's something you can invest in and you are sure it is legit, you are sure it is legal, put the money there. And every time it gives you its annual return or a monthly return. But don't follow us and we were a victim of Baraza. Don't do it with us. Don't do that Baraza thing. I was a victim also. So create what? A financial plan for the coming year. Not okay, say miscellaneous in case of any emergency from anywhere. This money will be there. So if that money does not go for it that month, it comes balance goes forward. You take it and add to the savings for the coming months. How much is your offering? We have to say what are your 8 services in a month? How much is your offering per service? It's not a prayer point. You keep it apart. If you pay transport to church, how much you go church 8 times a day, how much your time went to church in a whole month? Just keep it on that service day. You just go there, take the money, and you go to church. If you spend the money, you drink. Hallelujah. And this one has been blessed this morning. Please just stand as I'm sharing God this morning and lift up please. And say, Lord, give me wisdom for a successful 2026. Oh Lord, give me wisdom for a successful 2026. We have handled different areas of our lives this month already. So in our relationship, in every area of our life, Lord, in the coming year, give us wisdom for a fruitful 2026. Let that be your prayer in the next 2 minutes. As a businessman, as a career man, oh Lord, give me wisdom for a fruitful 2026. For my finance, for my health, for my relationship, for my career, name them. Lord, give me wisdom. Help me plan correctly. Help me plan accurately. Help me work according to the plans. Lord, help me. Lord, help me. Give me grace to follow. Abundant grace to follow. I need your grace.